All right. Welcome to K-Pop Gang Tarot, your number one source for K-pop predictions. And my name is One. Listen, best friend, if you are new here, definitely make sure that you lock in and subscribe to the greatest K-pop psychic channel you will ever come across, point blank and period. Also, when you're done with that, make sure that you hit the notification bell so you don't miss out when I go live or when I upload a video. And also make sure that you like the video. Give it a thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Get them up, get them up. Give me the thumbs up. All right. Thank you, everyone. Hi. Y'all must be woke over there. Okay. Y'all must be woke over there. Hi, everyone for the live. Hello, hello. Yes, I am working late night, baby. Yes, yes. We got to get it done. I missed so much content when I was ill. Thank you guys for holding it down. So I am just doing a catch up. All right. So with that being said, make sure you like the video. And then, best friend, when you're done, meet us over in K-Pop Gang VIP. All right. You know, I start off all my videos giving a huge shout out, sending all my love to K-Pop VIP. Gang, 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 gang. And Patreon. Okay. That is where you will find my most exclusive K-pop psychic readings that I do not release on YouTube. They're only in K-Pop VIP. As a K-Pop VIP member in Patreon, you receive 3+ sometimes exclusive psychic readings that I do not release on YouTube. You also receive priority video psychic requests. Okay, so a lot of you making those requests when you're in VIP, it takes priority. All right. And as a K-pop VIP member, you also get access to my exclusive psychic prediction receipts. So I'm a psychic medium. I do psychic readings. I make predictions. When they come true in real time, I post them in VIP. There is so much value there. But also I have to let you know about all access. Okay, the all access tier in VIP gives you access to all of my psychic readings on all of my YouTube channels, in addition to all of the psychic readings I exclusively and only release in VIP. So, baby, you miss nothing. All right, all right. That being said, oh, thank you, Australia. I'm trying to come over there. Okay, it's real pretty over there. I'm trying to come over there to also. I want to be an Aussie. Okay. I love kangaroos and all of that. Okay. My favorite account is the Kangaroo Sanctuary. I'm trying to come over there. So if you see me, wave. Okay. All right. All right, guys. So let's get to our latest K-pop psychic reading. For what I understand, Cat's Eye, okay, that have been on a little hiatus for a while. They just released their new single, Gnarly, okay, and fans hated it. All right, baby. And I ain't got to lie, baby. I was up in the comments and they were like, no, the song sucks. Unfortunately, it's only going viral or getting attention because of the dance moves. They was up there doing it, okay, and they was up there, girl. They was popping that thing, okay, with the little booty shorts and all of that stuff. And I said, okay, they dancing, they got it, but everybody was like, no, the song is trash. So I want to see what happened. Okay, I'm trying to see like why don't they think the song is trash? What does this mean for them as artists? You know, they're supposed to be crossover and all of this. They've had a lot of rocky starts, okay, why didn't it connect? What does this mean for them on the label? Okay. Is this a sign for the future that it may not be all or whatever? You know what I mean? So let's get the energy around this new single, Gnarly. And oh, they said not there first. I'm supposed to go here. All right. Why did some fans not like it and not connect with it? Okay. Rage bait song. What was it about? I did not. I mean, I heard snippets. Okay, it passed. I was scrolling on Twitter and it passed. So I don't even know what they're saying or what they're talking about. Maybe that's why everybody was calling it trash. Okay, here it's giving squeeze, and so it's kind of like stop trying to make fetch happen. Okay. Intuitively, the energy I get from that is while in the beginning, the show or whatever they were trying to do with Cat's Eye was a great concept. There's been too much in between, too much stuff has happening, and like maybe the fans are just over it. Okay. Here, and so it kind of feels forced when you squeeze something. You force it. You force the juice out of it, and so the fans are saying it's getting forced. Okay, here is what I'm getting from that energy. All right, here. What else? Why do the fans hate it? All right. They feel like they're being deceived. We have crowd and we have deceptive. So they don't feel like they're being authentic, so to speak. Now, that's one thing when you have those type of game shows, you look into people's history, you tell their backstory, then the fans get to follow along. So when you put out music that is contradictory to what all the fans have learned of thus far, it may very well feel like why you lying, or why you trying to fake the funk, or why you trying to appropriate or whatever here. Okay, so they don't trust it. Okay, here. What else? Why did the fans not connect with this? With Gnarly. And baby, let's talk about it. What kind of name is Gnarly? Okay. What kind of name is Gnarly? Who says that? Only white folks say that from what I know. Okay. No, nobody. And maybe that's why. Why are you trying to make fetch happen? You're saying the song is gnarly. You call the song gnarly, and from the snippet that I heard, it sounds like a hip hop beat or something. Those two things they don't kind of go together. So yeah, I can kind of see like mixed messaging and like, what are you doing here? All right, what else? Why did they hate it? Okay, here. Yeah, aged. Okay, it's not connecting with their core audience. All right, so it looks like their audience is expecting one thing, but they're delivering something else. They don't like these girls. We have villain, okay, and dazzling on the bottom. So it's very much giving, like I said, a lot of people said the song was trash. They hated the song. They can dance, they can perform, they are pretty, but that is not enough to kind of keep them there. Okay. So for some reason they have become the villain. All right. Clarify this villain. Okay. Here. Sulky and Quest. This very much could be the crossover energy and how they're just not translating to the K-pop crowd or the origins. Okay, here maybe a lot of the hardcore K-pop fans are just like, no, if you're going to be over there, then like be over there. Stop trying to come over here. Stop trying to cater. So I don't know. It seems like this crossfire is kind of backfiring a little bit. Okay. Yeah, they don't feel, if you could say that, the authenticity coming from this group. It's like, it's very much giving influencer. What are you trying to sell me? What are you selling? And I don't want to buy it. Yeah, their actual talent is like, what are you trying? It's giving gimmicky. The fans don't like it because it feels gimmicky and kind of false to them, or what they were expecting based on maybe the TV show or the game show. And so, people like influencers. They were great kind of when it was popping, but now it can get old. It can kind of get like car salesman. You know what I mean? Like a gimmick, a trend, and they don't feel like I heard like not taking it seriously. Okay? Like you're trying to sell me something, but you're not authentic K-pop. You really don't care about K-pop per se. It's just a persona. It's just something that you're kind of like trolls, like clothes that you're trying on, but not something that's authentic to you. Is how the fans are kind of coming at the girls, is what I'm taking in. It's a lot of we getting a lot of downloads here, so give me have a little bit of patience. Yeah, I'm used. I listen. There are a million cards here. Okay, so I don't want anybody. Don't be coming in the comments talking about, oh my god, you're just being mean. You see everything here. You see them coming out. They don't feel like they're authentic, guys. They feel like they're faking it. Okay, here, they're tired. All right, of like the falseness or whatever, and so they're just not buying it. Okay, they're just not buying it. And again, it's not working. Okay. And so, like, stop trying to force it. All right. Let's move on to some other energy here. So maybe we can get some clarifiers. That's very, mm, It's oddly specific. I was kind of surprised here. Now they had a rocky road from the debut of the show. I know they released the show, I think like 2 or 3 weeks ago. I saw it on Netflix or something like that. Um, but I didn't hear anything about that trending. So yeah, give me some specifics. Give me some more energy around this. Okay, advice on why they're not connecting. And it seems really it's the feminine population, not really the guys, all right? Like so the women that they're not connecting with, that they're kind of calling them out. Now listen, let me tell you something about this next card. Because if you are in K-pop VIP right now, I want you to go back and find the reading that I did on Minal. Okay? I want you to find the reading that I did on Minal. It was it here? I don't know if I did that. I don't know. If you can't find it here, it's definitely in VIP. But I want you to go back and watch that reading because Holy Spirit is okay. I got so much flack. They were like, "No, she's not. You're wrong. You're da, da, da." And I'm like, okay, girl." They were like, "Why is Manong missing? Remember when she went missing? When she went on that hiatus? Did nobody know what happened?" They were like, "What's gonna happen with the group? Why is she always she's sick? She this, she this, she this." I did a reading. Now again, I feel like it's in VIP or it may not. It may be over here still. I'm not sure. Either way, okay. If it's over here, it's because I didn't expect it to go left the way it went very, very quickly. Okay, it went left very, very quickly, and allegedly, apparently, okay, there was some major predictions about why she went missing. Okay, and I'm gonna just say a relationship. Okay, and okay, okay. All right. And K-pop, they be watching, they be watching my videos and stuff like that. And there was a little sub that was put out later, and I saw a girlfriend. I know y'all watch. I saw the little sub that you put out showing your abs, like, oh, you're wrong. You don't know what you're talking about. But baby, obviously I do. Manon, come to the front. Come to the front, girlfriend. Allegedly, apparently, allegedly, apparently, allegedly, apparently, allegedly, apparently. Okay. So it's very much giving like, girl, quit lying. Okay. There's a falseness that the fans are, okay. There's an inauthenticity that the fans are just, okay. Here, I'm glad that popped out because one thing the Holy Spirit, one thing the ancestors are going to do, they're going to pull up and be like, nah, you knew what you was talking about. So that's specifically, okay, for Miss Thang here because something went viral and I think they even put out a clip that was like, oh, so and so is not pregnant or something. Okay, girl. But what they had said though, because this is a totally different deck. Okay. This is a totally different deck. Okay, girl. Look like you still up to your same old tricks. Hopefully, allegedly, apparently, you take the proper precautions this time. All right. So give me some more. Okay. Like, girl, why is you playing with me? All right. How you gonna get mad at me for telling the truth or mad at them, the Holy Spirit? All right. What else? Why are the fans not connecting with this song? Okay. It's giving hustling backwards. All right. And again, there's some energy around mimicking or mimicking others. One Direction is here, so to speak. So maybe they just feel like they don't have an authentic sound. In K-pop, I know we like to remix, redo records, redo sounds and make it K-pop. It's very much giving. They don't have their own distinctive sound, like New Jeans, right? New Jeans came out. They had their sound. We know New Jeans. Okay, like they don't have their own sound. Okay, this is very much giving somebody behind the scenes is still a partier. Is still okay. Maybe not focused on their job as much as they should be. Okay, here Clarify? Okay, girl. I'm not saying these cards because it's very much VIP, and even though people took shots, I'm not gonna put your business out there. But a lot of times, what you do behind the scenes, and you feel like because the fans don't have access to what you're doing behind the scenes, spiritually, it translates into your work. Okay, here, right? So it feels like a bit of karmic backlash. All right. Yeah, girl. Like, okay. Let me get another deck. I ain't gonna put your business out there like that, even though you came from me. I'm really not. But I will say, based on the cards that I picked, their off stage behavior also has a lot to do spiritually. Why they're getting a lot of flack, okay, from the fans. A lot of times you can work hard and you can do this and that, but if your ancestors aren't pleased, okay, even if you don't believe, right? If the ancestors, if your spirit guides, if your team aren't pleased in your behavior, okay, all they have to do is send the word down like, yeah, we're not gonna allow that to go through, or suddenly the tide is turning type of energy is what I am getting here. There's some behavior that basically their spiritual team, okay, or somebody's or one body specifically, maybe two or three, there's some behavior and they're like, we're not going to reward you for this behavior. All right. You came in one way, you presented yourself one way, we gave the green light for this, and then now that you're over there, you're engaging and you're doing all this. They're not pleased. And so it's kind of like spiritually that's what it is. All right, here, okay, some of the blockages, we're not going to allow you to be rewarded for um reckless behavior. I'll put it like that. Reckless behavior. Okay, here, let's go to the tarot. Give me the fans perspective, and then I'm going to look at how this looks for the label and their future contracts. Okay, here. Yeah, the world. This is, yeah. There's something too about the overexposure. Again, the girls, they were dancing, all right. They had the kind of short shorts and all of that. And I can't show you on the card, but this kind of a lot of the fans aren't really feeling like the over sexualization. They're kind of over that. All right. The tide is turning with this hangman energy. So it's like you present innocent at first. When we first met the girls, they were innocent. They were coming into, and now you're giving us something totally grown, totally different. And the fan, they're like, no, okay, too much, too fast. I said that. Here's the Hierophant. This is that God energy. All right. That's what this is. It's kind of like a moral type of thing, right? You came to us innocent. This is the storyline. This is what we bought into. This is what we want. This is the Cinderella story we want. And what you're presenting to us is not Cinderella, right? What you're presenting to us, is like some stripper movie or something, so to speak. All right. No tea, no, I mean, okay. That's why they aren't connecting, right? You go from innocent. How do you go from innocent and then letting it all? So the fans are not connecting with that. And again, the Hierophant, it's order, it's decency. You know what I mean? Presenting yourself. How do you act in public? How are you presenting yourself? What message are you sending, right? The fans, they don't like the contradiction. They're like, who the hell is this, right? With this hangman energy. Who is this, and why are you doing this, and why are you talking about this, and why are you, okay, where did the people that we knew in the beginning, where are those people, right? Yeah, I thought you were wholesome. I thought this is what the fans fell in love with, right? This is the cat's eye that the fans want to support and we're looking forward to supporting, regardless of the crossover and everything like that, right? but this is what they got. Okay, here. That is the distinction. Okay, here. So I don't know what they're going to do about that. If they're going to clean up their act, if they're going to quote unquote clean up their image, because that's what it looks like. Okay, so and that could be because the behavior off stage is translating also on. And I understand they're a young group. They don't really have any power or say so. And well, I don't want to wear that, or I mean, I don't know. Okay, but I told you, take a good look at yourself. That's what this is. They feel like the fans kind of feel lied to, and like they it's a contradiction. You told us, like you were like I literally just heard that. I thought you were like us. I thought you were like me, right? I thought you were, you a girl in your room and you went out and you had this dream. And while they expect some things, it just looks like they just put everything in their face, and there's a lot of vulgarity, and that's not resonating with the fans. They're like, what happened? Who is this? Who are you? What happened to you? It's kind of like your big sister who one day, comes home and she's, wearing all this makeup. She's going out. She's getting drunk with boys. She's doing, she's coming home drunk. She's arguing with the mom and dad. And, you know what I mean? And you're the little sister and you're like, who are you? What happened to you? Why, this is bad. Like, I just want my sister back. That's kind of what the fans, all right, are saying here. Okay, what does this mean for their label deal or the energy around that? How are the label owners seeing this? And again, they may not have any choice, okay, in their wardrobe, their choreography. I don't know, but again, even if you don't have a choice, your personal energy can override even decisions that aren't your own. You know what I mean? Energetically. And I feel like, I don't know, I feel like you can stand up for yourself. I'm a young girl. I don't want my ass hanging out. Okay? I don't want to be, twirling and bending over and getting that's the disconnect here, all right? They're hoping that they will persevere, okay? But there's a fork in the road here. The deal is, they got to make it happen, but the backlash that they're receiving from the fans is not helping at all, right? The fans are like, "Girl, you look stupid. Where's my little sister?" Basically, is where's my big sister who I look up to, who I admired? Who is this girl coming home, getting out of the car, and I'm looking out of the windows, and she, falling out of the falling out of the car onto the lawn, getting out of the car with a bunch of boys, lipstick smeared, drunk as hell, coming in the house. Mom and dad are screaming. There's throw up on the floor. That's how KATSEYE fans feel right now. Like, girl, who are you? Where's my sister? What's wrong with you? What happened? You know what I mean? What happened? That's it. Okay. That's the best way I can put it. All right. You guys let me know what you think down below. Okay, here. It definitely makes sense to me, even though that's what people are not going to want to hear. And whether people want to hear it or not. Um, conservative, okay? Chastity, being chaste, being conservative, is making a comeback. Not only in, the US, but you're seeing trends in other countries, the laws that they're putting out, what the youth have access to, what's being promoted, the twerking era, the overly sexualized era, the lesbianism era, the shock value, all of that. It's about to phase out real fast. And if not, just phase out, being forced out, right? So don't be surprised. That is a prediction, okay, on that. But that's what's going on here. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, of course, and don't forget to meet me over in VIP Patreon, okay, where we will pick up with the Blackpink series and what's really going on between Lisa and Jennie, and why do all the fans hate Frederick now? Like, what's going on with that? All right, meet me over there. and we gonna find out. Bye. They said, "Girl, where is your values and did your mama raise you?" Girl, they is not having it. Mm-mm.